I'm Jason Manning. This would be Sean Scramstead, Radio Renaissance Man, Vice President here at Midwest Communications. And thanks for joining us for our video blog of the Ultimate 15 Countdown with KQ as we count down the top 15 classic rock albums of all time. It's been a journey so far. Contentious because I don't think you and I have agreed on anything, but we are now on album number 7. And number 7 you are genuinely excited about because I am now you're into the meat of the matter.
Okay,
and
so
you actually have a history with this band.
Let me start with this. Okay, first of all, I hate this album cover. It was based on the 2001 Space Odyssey.
The monolith.
They saw that and then they decided to piss on the monolith, and it's just so bad because this is such a good album. It's sad to see this. I think it's juvenile. But anyway, so they decide they're going to record this album.
It's the Who from 1971.
Well, whatever.
How refined do you expect them to be?
Well, I don't know. I mean, okay, I met this band in 1980.
I'm not going to go and do that pee on a monolith, but that's what they did, I guess.
Well, it just looks ridiculous.
I know. I don't know what to tell you.
Whatever. So they started recording this house at Mick Jagger's. They started recording this at Mick Jagger's house, and Townsend used a Gretsch guitar that was given to him by Joe Walsh.
Okay.
Through all the studio recordings, which is pretty cool, and it's something he used all those years. On a lot of his recordings with that same Gretsch guitar. So a lot of cool stuff happened on this album. This was, I think, was it the 7th album of theirs?
Fifth,
okay.
5th album.
So it was their 5th album, and this is where it all came together because, I mean, when you think, this was not a difficult call for either of us, right?
No, this is definitely top 10.
Behind Blue
it could have
Eyes,
been top 5.
Bargain, Won't Get Fooled Again, was Going Mobile on this, I think it was.
Yep.
Just a lot of really, really good stuff.
What this album does for me, it's sheer power. I mean, it's this band's best album, and you get that rhythm session because Entwistle was a monster. Keith Moon was Keith Moon, and for some reason, Moon's, the way he was behind the kippa, he locked in with Entwistle, and then Townsend's guitar tone, and Roger Daltrey just had that powerful voice. It all came together in this album. I mean, Won't Get Fooled Again. Bob O'Reilly, I think, is one of the greatest songs flat out ever.
Yeah, that's
recorded.
A great song. You know, Glenn Johns recorded this, and he said, "Don't you remember? Did you see the Eagles documentary?"
I did.
He said he goes, because Don Henley wanted a rock sound, right? He goes, "Well, we want a rock sound for this," and he goes, "You're not the Who. The Who's a rock band. You're not that." Remember that? So that was his famous line, and now so it's true too. I mean, this is a real rock album.
And you talk about songs standing the test of time and a band that stands the test of time. I mean, Roger Daltrey and Pete Townsend, they're rehearsing. They're going out again, but they're on Jimmy Fallon, The Tonight Show here about a week or two ago. And they do a segment, which is a brilliant segment, where they will bring bands in. They get tight behind a GoPro, kind of like this. They have children's instruments, and they play these songs. They've done it with Metallica. They've done it with countless bands.
Cool. They
did one, and it's on the KQ Facebook page. You can check it out with Daltrey and Townsend, and they did Won't Get Fooled Again in its entirety on a little toy ukulele, which Townsend subsequently smashed, of course, when he was done.
Awesome.
One of those little Fisher-Price xylophones, kazoos, and it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The vocal harmonies are great. You should really check it out, but it's a testament to how this album and these songs completely stand the test of time.
This band, I was lucky enough to meet backstage in 1980, and it was really, honestly, it was one of those big moments of my life.
Sure.
I mean, we were backstage, and they had all this food, and here they come. You know, Pete Townsend is the last one down, and one of my buddies from the radio station goes, "Hey, Pete!" You know, he grabs him and he goes, "Hey!" You know, he's doing the rock star thing.
Sure.
But he did come over then. And I was talking to Roger Daltrey and Entwistle, and then their drummer, was it Brian Jones?
It was Kenny Jones.
Kenny Jones.
Yep.
And then Pete comes over later, and it was pretty cool. And I asked him a couple of questions. You know, I'm kind of starstruck a little bit, you know. But it was awesome to meet him. This is such a great album. I think you and I, we agree on this one.
We do agree wholeheartedly.
Right, so
I could have even put that one a little bit higher up on the list.
You know, and I could have too. When you look at a lot of the rankings for this, it's like 25, 35, and a lot of the public, you know, Rolling Stones and stuff like that. But I think you're right. I think this could have been top 5. Honestly.
Well, if we have this at 7, number 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
they're going to be awesome.
They're going to be awesome. So continue with the countdown with us at KQ, the Ultimate 15 Countdown. It is brought to you by Music Go Round and Cars Complete Auto Repair and Service in Woodland, Gronk's Grill and Bar, Denny's Lawn and Garden. Kevin Key, each and every Saturday at 10 a.m., plays the album of the week on vinyl on her Stanton Turntable Live. The Who, Who's Next, is album number 7 on the countdown. I'm Jason. That's Sean. Thank you very much. We'll see you.